At the beginning of the story, our main character says, 4 years ago, I lost everything on the battlefield. To save my life, my brother-like friend died in my arms. Before dying, he made only one request, that I protect his sister. But someone who couldn't even save his friend, how could he protect his sister? To become someone who can truly protect the people I care about, I completely changed myself. I am no longer the military's top soldier, Gu Chen. After being betrayed by my own people, I became the most powerful king of the underworld, the Lord of Darkness. At first, I believed that Quan Zhang was responsible for my brother's death, but now I've discovered that that bastard is still alive. Earlier, I sent my men to kill him, but he managed to escape. This time, I'll go myself. And besides, I still have to fulfill my promise to my friend. After that, Gu Chen boards a flight to Lyan. On the plane, a man approaches him and says, "Hey, I want to sit here with my friend. Go sit in the seat behind me." Red-haired girl interrupts, "Fengmin, you can't just force someone out of their seat like that." Gu Chen coldly replies, "Trash like you should sit where you're assigned. Don't annoy me." Angrily, Fengmin says, "Even my father has never spoken to me like that. Who do you think you are, talking to me, the young master, like this?" In the end, Fengmin reluctantly goes and sits behind, but thinks, because of this bastard, I've been humiliated today. Once we reach Lyan, I'll deal with him. After a 4-hour flight, they arrive in Lyan. Fengmin sees Gu Chen leaving and thinks, he's trying to run away, but after provoking me, he won't escape. He hands his bag to the girl and says, "Lin Juan, take this to headquarters. I'll be there in 5 minutes. I have something important to handle." Meanwhile, on the other side, many people were waiting to welcome Gu Chen. They bow and say, "Welcome to Lyan City, Lord of Darkness." Gu Chen arrives at his darkness mansion and says, "I want full information about the war that happened 4 years ago. Why it happened, who caused it, and who was behind it. If anyone interferes with the investigation, eliminate them." His secretary says, "As you ordered, I've prepared a list of all the powerful and wealthy families in this city. Some of them could be useful as pawns." Looking at the list, Gu Chen says, "Our first objective is to establish dominance over the city." The secretary replies, "If we try to dominate, many of these families will resist." Gu Chen says, "Give them a chance to surrender first. If they refuse, eliminate them." The secretary then adds, "I forgot to mention, Sister Muhan is in trouble. Some people have been harassing her." Furious, Gu Chen says, "And you're telling me this now? Where is she?" The secretary replies, "She's at the Sky Blue Club." Gu Chen orders, "Seal the entire building. Not even air should escape. I'm going there to deal with everyone who dared trouble her." As Gu Chen steps out, Fengmin blocks his path and says, "My name is Fengmin, young master of the staff family. After offending me, you think you can survive in this city? I'm a kind person, so I'll give you one chance. Kneel down, lick my shoes, and call yourself a dog. Maybe then I'll spare you." Gu Chen replies coldly, "I was already in a bad mood, and now you've made it worse. Don't make me take my anger out on you." With a single strike, he kills Fengmin on the spot. He then says, "Everything should be cleaned up before I return." The secretary thinks, "No one would believe that my boss was once the calmest and kindest soldier in the military. Now he's so powerful and dangerous that no one in the underworld dares to challenge him. People talk about 10 supreme powers, but everyone knows that before the Lord of Darkness, they're nothing." The scene shifts to the Sky Blue Club. A man says, "Miss Muhan, your presence has honored this place. I've been trying to meet you for 2 months, but you've ignored me." Muhan replies coldly, "What do you want? I came here to discuss business, so get to the point. I'm not interested in your nonsense." Lu Xiao says, "Come on, let's sit and talk." Muhan responds, "Coming here was my mistake. You're not even worth talking to." Angrily, Lu Xiao pushes her and says, "You ungrateful woman. I showed you some respect, and now you act arrogant? You came here on your own, but you won't be leaving so easily. I've had my eyes on you for years. Listen to me, spend some time with me, and I might let you go. Otherwise, if I hand you over to my guards, you can't even imagine what they'll do to you." At that moment, guards rush in and say, "Boss, there's a man beating up our people like crazy. It's like a god has descended." Suddenly, an explosion occurs, killing them instantly. Lu Xiao shouts, "Who are you, barging into my place and killing my men?" Gu Chen replies coldly, "You're not worthy of knowing my name. You're going to die anyway. What will you do even if you know it?" Muhan, overjoyed, says, "Gu Chen, you're alive." Gu Chen replies, "Now that I'm here, no one will be able to harm you." With tears in her eyes, Muhan says, "Where have you been all this time? If you were alive, why didn't you come back?" Lu Xiao, furious, says, Before picking a fight with me, you should have found out who I am. I'm someone who can block out the sun itself. He then orders, "Guards, show him how powerful we are." Gu Chen said coldly, "You had a chance to say your last words, and you wasted it on nonsense." Muhan hurriedly warned him, "Gu Chen, this man is the young master of a very powerful gang, the Shark Tank gang. This entire building is filled with his people. Fighting him is not a good idea." Lu Xiao smirked and said, "Did you hear that? Do you even know how powerful I am? But it's too late for you to run now. My men will beat you to death." At that moment, Gu Chen received a call. He was informed that the Shark Tank gang had already been wiped out. Every single member had been killed. The Sky Blue Club building had also been bought by his people. "Boss, you can do whatever you want there now." Gu Chen replied calmly, "I don't like running, and I don't let others run either. When I take something into my hands, I finish it completely." Lu Xiao laughed. "Then it seems we're quite similar. Let's see what you can do against my two martial artists." But before anything could happen, Gu Chen casually launched a single attack, killing both guards instantly. Shocked, Lu Xiao stammered, "What kind of power is this? Even supreme-level beings can't use such terrifying attacks so easily. There's only one person who could do this, the Lord of Darkness. Please forgive me. I didn't know who you were. If I had known, I would never have provoked you." Gu Chen replied coldly, "Just a moment ago, you were talking about killing me. How did your memory change so quickly?" Muhan said, "Gu Chen, he's Hallmaster Lu's son." Gu Chen then said calmly, "Close your eyes for 2 minutes. I need to finish something." Lu Xiao panicked and thought, "How did this monster end up here? I need to escape quickly and tell everyone who he is." Gu Chen said, "Such cheap tricks won't work in front of me." Using Amaterasu, he burned Lu Xiao to ashes. Later, sitting in the car, Muhan said, "Do you realize how big a mistake you just made? He belonged to a very powerful family." Gu Chen replied firmly, "I promised Mufen that I would protect you no matter what. Even if I have to fight the entire world, I will protect the people I care about." Muhan said softly, "You've come back after so many years. You probably don't even have a place to stay." Gu Chen smiled faintly, "Just so you know, the entire building I destroyed earlier now belongs to me. Do you still think I lack a place to stay?" Muhan looked at him and said, "You've changed a lot over the years." In her heart, she thought, "I was devastated when I heard about his death, but seeing him alive now makes me even happier. God, please don't take this happiness away from me." Back home, Muhan asked, "If you were coming back to Lyan, why didn't you tell me?" Gu Chen replied, "I only returned an hour ago. You must be hungry. Sit down, I'll cook something for you." Muhan smiled. Mu Feng also loved cooking. "Your skills have improved a lot in these 4 years." After dinner, she asked, "Gu Chen, you stayed away for 4 years. Can I ask why you came back?" He answered, "For revenge. I won't let the people responsible for my brother's death live." Hugging him, Muhan said, "I know I can't stop you from taking revenge, but please take care of yourself. It was already hard enough losing Mu Feng. I don't think I can handle another loss." Gu Chen said seriously, "The day I failed to save Mu Feng, the old Gu Chen died. I promise you, no one will be able to harm you." Suddenly, he sensed someone nearby. Muhan asked, "Gu Chen, it's midnight. Where are you going?" He replied calmly, "There seem to be too many mosquitoes around. I'll go take care of them." The scene shifts outside the building. Hallmaster Lu arrives with his men and says angrily, "The one who killed my son will not survive today." His subordinate reports, the last person the young master had contact with was Muhan, the CEO of Cute Technology Group. The guards of the building try to stop them, but Lu's men kill them instantly. Lu orders, "Surround the entire building. The one who killed my son must be a powerful martial artist. I won't let him escape. I'll make him regret ever crossing me." Suddenly, Lu's men were attacked, and all of them were killed instantly. Furious, Lu shouts, "Who's there? If you have the courage, come out and face me. Why attack like a coward?" Gu Chen steps forward and says calmly, "I'm right here. Since when does a lion hide while hunting dogs? You've come all this way, so I'll reward you with a quick death." Lu replies, "To be honest, I was thinking the same thing." One of Lu's men says nervously, "Hallmaster, this man's energy feels abnormal." Lu scoffs, "What are you afraid of? No one in this city has ever defeated me, and that won't change today." Drawing his sword, Gu Chen says, "You're still talking about records?" Lu asks coldly, "I'll ask you only once. Did you kill my son, Lu Xiao?" Gu Chen replies indifferently, "I've killed many people. I don't remember the names of those who aren't important. Maybe I killed your son, maybe I didn't. I don't care." Enraged, Lu charges forward and says, "Even if God himself comes to save you today, he won't succeed." Gu Chen calmly responds, "There's no need for anyone to come." In the next instant, he slices off both of Lu's arms. At that moment, one of Lu's men suddenly attacked Gu Chen from the side. The man said, "My name is Chen Zhengfu, and I am a senior member of the Zhuan faction. May I know your name?" Gu Chen replied coldly, "You're not worthy of knowing my name." Shouting angrily, Lu ordered, "Chen, send your men and kill that bastard. Bring me his head. I'll give you all my property in return." As his men rushed forward, Chen said confidently, "Kid, you won't survive this." Gu Chen said calmly, "Since I arrived in this city, I've already heard that line 10 times. If talking could win fights, the people of this city would be the strongest." With that, Gu Chen stepped forward and effortlessly killed all the guards. Meanwhile, from a distance, someone was watching the fight and reported, "As soon as Gu Chen arrived, he wiped out the Shark Tank group." Some men from the Zhuan faction also tried to kill him, but they were all eliminated. The person on the other end asked, "Do you know anything else about him?" The caller replied, "Other than his name, I don't know much, but he seems extremely powerful. We should keep an eye on him." The scene shifts. Gu Chen returns home. Muhan asks, "Are you alright?" Gu Chen replies casually, "I'm fine. It's just that my opponent ended up in a much worse condition." Muhan says, "Do you know, tomorrow the Tao family is hosting a party. All the top young masters and young ladies of the city will be there. I've been invited too. Will you come with me? I've already picked out clothes for you. Be ready on time." Back in his room, Gu Chen thinks the Tao family is one of the top 3 families. This party is clearly meant to display their power, but I'll use it to establish my own dominance. Just then, he notices someone spying on him. Using Amaterasu, he injures the spy's arm from a distance. While escaping, the spy thinks, "This man is far stronger than I expected. I underestimated him. I need to report this to the organization." The next day, Gu Chen arrives at the Tao family's party. He recalls what his secretary told him. The Tao family is one of the top 3 families, along with the Zhao family and the Cheng family. All 3 possess extremely powerful martial artists. Among them, the Tao family is considered the strongest. Looking around, Gu Chen thinks, "From the aura of this place, I can tell that everyone in this city is quite weak. If this level of strength is enough to become a top family, then they're barely even qualified to be my pawns." Just then, Muhan calls out, "What are you doing standing there? Come inside. By the way, how do I look?" Gu Chen replies, "You look beautiful." He then asks, "Why did you ask me to pretend to be your boyfriend?" Muhan smiles and says, "This way no one will dare to look down on you, and it'll keep those annoying young masters from hitting on me." As they are about to enter, someone calls out from the side, "Muhan, what are you doing here?" Muhan turns and says, "Sarah, what are you doing here?" Sarah smiles and says, "Forget about me. Who's this handsome guy with you?" Muhan introduces them. "Gu Chen, this is Sarah, the young lady of the Zhao group. And Sarah, this is my boyfriend, Gu Chen." Excited, Sarah says, "So you finally found a boyfriend? Looks like a lot of hearts in this city are going to break today." She extends her hand and says, "Nice to meet you, Mr. Handsome. I'm Zhao Sarah." But ignoring her, Gu Chen says coldly, "Let's go." Annoyed, Sarah mutters, "Just because he's handsome doesn't mean he can be this arrogant." At that moment, a man approaches and says, "So you're Miss Muhan, the CEO of Cute Technology?" A woman beside him sneers, "From what I know, only people from powerful families are invited to this party. So why was the CEO of such a small company invited? Don't tell me you flattered some young master to get in." The young master beside her interrupts, "Don't speak unless I tell you to." He then looks at Muhan and thinks, "She's even more beautiful than I heard. Almost like a fairy." Extending his hand, he says, "My name is Cheng King, the eldest son of Cheng family. Would you like to come with me?" Muhan replies coldly, "I don't even know you. Please behave properly." Cheng King smirks, "It's not like touching my hand will harm you." Before he can do anything, Gu Chen slaps him hard and says, "But if I touch you, it definitely will." Muhan whispers, "He's from the Cheng family." Gu Chen replies indifferently, "I don't care. Trash like him doesn't even deserve to talk to you. Touching you is out of the question." Watching this, Sarah says excitedly, "Wow, this guy is amazing. Not just arrogant, but incredibly bold too." Meanwhile, the woman beside Cheng King helps him up and says, "Are you all right? Look at your face. It's completely swollen. Don't let them go." Cheng King said angrily, "I will definitely take revenge for this humiliation." He then made a call and ordered, "Surround the entire Tao mansion and bring some powerful martial artists with you. Today we're going to deal with someone properly." After hanging up, he muttered, "Muhan, you won't escape from the Cheng family." As they entered inside, Muhan said, All the rich and influential people of this city are present at this party. Sarah replied, Of course they are. The Tao family is hosting it. By the way, Mr. Handsome, why are you so quiet? Don't tell me you've never seen such a grand party before. Muhan said, Sarah, don't tease Guchen. At that moment, a girl approached and said, Sister Muhan, I've been waiting for you at this party. She was Zhao Rian, the president of the Mingri group. Rian smiled and said, And you even brought your boyfriend with you. You never told me about him. I don't know why, but he feels strangely familiar. Muhan laughed and said, You know him like this? He's none other than Gu Chen. Hearing this, Rian was shocked. Gu Chen said, Rian, it's been 4 years since we last met. You've grown up a lot. Annoyed, Rian replied, Don't talk to me. A person who can disappear for 4 years like that, I want nothing to do with him. Muhan explained softly, Gu Chen, don't take her behavior to heart. She was Mu Feng's childhood friend, and she probably blames you for his death. Please don't think too much about it. After that, Muhan went to talk with other businessmen. She said, I'll talk to them. You go and meet others. Gu Chen walked over to Rian. He said, Rian, I've known you since childhood. If you're angry, just let it out. Crying, Rian said, Brother Mu Feng died because of you, and you disappeared for 4 whole years without a word. You have no idea what Sister Muhan and Dad went through because of you. We kept hoping you'd return, but now I don't trust you at all. Gu Chen recalled how, when he had no one in his childhood, Uncle Jiao had taken him in and cared for him like his own child, just like Muhan and Mu Feng. He said seriously, The Jiao family has done so much for me that I can never repay it. And as for Mu Feng's death, yes, it happened because of me. I can't change the past, but I promise you, if anyone even dares to look at the Jiao family the wrong way, I'll tear their eyes out. Rian replied coldly, Don't make meaningless promises. Others might believe you, but I won't. A person who disappeared for 4 years can't be trusted. Gu Chen thought, No matter what I say, she won't believe me. Once I take revenge for Mu Feng, I'll make the Jiao family the #1 family in this country. In a city, 2 things make a family powerful: wealth and strong martial backing. Considering that, the Tao family is indeed powerful, but they can still be used as my pawn. Just then, a girl approached Gu Chen and said, You're Muhan's boyfriend, right? Why are you standing alone in such a crowded party? Looks like you feel the same as I do. Why don't we help each other kill the boredom? Gu Chen slapped her and said coldly, Mind your own business. The girl immediately started crying and shouted, Someone help me. This man is trying to hurt me. Guards rushed over and asked, Who are you, causing trouble at the Tao family's party? Gu Chen replied arrogantly, I could raise dozens of Tao families if I wanted. If you want to throw someone out, throw her out. She's the one causing trouble. The guard said, Looks like you're too arrogant. We'll have to teach you a lesson. But before they could act, Gu Chen defeated all of them with a single attack and then threw the girl far away using his strength. Chen King said angrily, You've gone too far. Today, you won't be leaving this place on your own 2 feet. Watching the fight, Sarah thought, He's seriously so cool, not intimidated at all. At that moment, Chen King's butler stepped forward and said, I usually don't interfere in childish fights, but when it comes to my family, I don't spare anyone. Sorry, boy, today your miserable life ends here. He rushed forward to attack Gu Chen. Chen King thought, I just needed a reason to act inside the Tao family, and now I have a perfect one. My butler will crush him. But in the very next moment, Gu Chen defeated the butler with a single slap. Everyone was shocked. What a monster. He defeated such a powerful martial artist with just 1 slap. Chen King said in disbelief, My butler is extremely strong. Defeating him like this guy is a monster. Muhan said nervously, Gu Chen, we fought inside the Tao family's territory. Their guards will surround us soon. We should leave before they arrive. Gu Chen replied calmly, Let them come. No one can harm us. Sarah thought excitedly, This means the drama is about to get even more intense. The scene shifts to the Tao family's meeting hall. They were discussing the destruction of the Lu family. One member said, Who could have appeared so suddenly and wiped out the Shark Tank gang in just 1 day? Liang Gong replied, As far as I know, a single person did all of this. Another member added, That's true. A powerhouse has appeared in our city. We must be cautious. Just then, a guard rushed in and reported, Patriarch, someone is causing trouble at our party. He has severely beaten members of the Cheng family. The young master of the Tao family said angrily, How dare someone disrupt our party? But the Tao family patriarch said calmly, Stay quiet. Anyone bold enough to fight in our house is no ordinary person. If this person is unknown and not from any major faction, bring him to meet me. Don't show hostility unnecessarily. Just then, someone came flying in and crashed into the hall. Gu Chen said, "There's no need to invite me. I'm coming there myself." The people standing below murmured, "This guy won't leave here alive. Not only has he offended the Cheng family, but he has also openly insulted the Tao family." Jinjin thought to herself, "This guy is completely insane. I should leave quickly, or he might kill me too." Muhan said, "Gu Chen, we've already caused enough trouble. We should leave." Gu Chen replied calmly, "The moment I feel I can't handle things, I'll stop immediately. But right now, there's no need to worry." At that moment, young Master Tao came down and said, "So you think you have the ability to handle all of us? Looks like you don't value your life at all." Gu Chen said, "Are you all really going to stand against me?" Young Master Tao replied arrogantly, "No one in this city can stand against us, and yet you dare to oppose us in our own house. Today, I'll knock you down with a single punch and set an example for the whole city, so everyone knows what happens when you challenge a top family." Gu Chen smirked and said, "Then today, in front of the entire city, your family will be humiliated." Young Master Tao stepped forward and threw a punch at Gu Chen. Releasing his energy, Gu Chen said, "Are you done? Now I'll show you what true power is. You dared to lay a hand on me. Now you'll face the consequences." With that, he released his energy and blasted young Master Tao away. Young Master Tao thought in shock, "What kind of power is this? My internal organs feel completely shattered." Gu Chen then stepped forward to finish him. At that moment, his father, the Tao family patriarch, dropped to his knees and pleaded, "Please, have mercy on my son. We are willing to do anything you say." Gu Chen replied coldly, "And why should I spare you?" The patriarch said, "Please come upstairs with me. I have prepared some gifts for you. After seeing them, you can decide whether to spare us or not." Gu Chen said, "Sister Muhan, let's go." Sarah muttered disappointedly, "I wish there was more drama. Now I won't get to see the rest." Rian thought to herself, "What has Gu Chen been doing for the past 4 years? He's completely transformed, like he became someone else entirely." After going upstairs, Gu Chen asked, "Where are the gifts?" The patriarch replied, "They'll be here in just a moment." He then called in several of his men. Meanwhile, downstairs, people were whispering, "This is the first time we've seen the Tao family bow to someone. But after what that guy did, defeating powerful people with just one slap, it's no surprise." The young master scoffs, "Well, that killed the mood. The Tao family really isn't what it used to be." Young Master Tao, now recovered slightly, said, "Sorry for the disturbance. Everything will be settled soon." Rian thought, "Who is this man that even the Tao family bows to him?" Sarah said, "If you're thinking about him, don't bother. Everyone calls him Young Master Yu, but no one really knows who he is." "Why do I feel like you're unusually interested in him?" Rian replied. "I'm not interested. I'm just shocked that the Tao family is showing someone this much respect." Sarah smiled and said, "Do you have some kind of past with that handsome guy?" Annoyed, Rian said, "I have nothing to do with him." Sarah laughed. "All right, I got my answer." Upstairs, the patriarch said, "Boy, I'll give you a chance. Kneel down, apologize, and join our family. If you do, I'll forgive everything that happened." Gu Chen replied coldly, "You and your entire family aren't even worthy of being servants in my house. And yet you dare to talk nonsense in front of me?" The patriarch said, "In life, success doesn't belong to the strongest, but to those who know when to bow. Even after seeing so many powerful people, your arrogance hasn't faded. Once they beat you, all your arrogance will disappear." Gu Chen smirked and said, "You're right about one thing. Wise people know when to bow. Unfortunately, none of you are wise." The patriarch said angrily, "Either you're a fool, or you don't understand what I'm saying. What kind of delusion are you living in?" Gu Chen said, "Fine, let me show you just a fraction of my power." As he slightly released his killing intent, everyone in the room instantly dropped to their knees. The patriarch trembled and thought, This is the power of a higher realm." Muhan thought, "Gu Chen has become far stronger than before." Gu Chen said coldly, "Now tell me, will you bow or be destroyed? You don't have all day. You have 3 seconds." The Tao patriarch thought, "Kneeling before a 19 to 20-year-old is truly humiliating, and he has already severely injured my son. But if I don't bow, I will definitely die." In the end, he knelt and begged for forgiveness. Gu Chen said, "Your timing was perfect. If you were even 1 second late, I would have ended your entire existence. Since you've accepted serving under me, I don't allow my subordinates to suffer. This is my first gift." With that, he healed the patriarch's son. The patriarch said happily, "My son, are you all right?" Young Master Tao said in shock, "All my injuries are gone. and I feel even stronger than before." The patriarch bowed deeply and said, "Thank you, my lord. I will never forget your mercy." Meanwhile, downstairs, the party had resumed. Sarah said while dancing, "Young Master Yu, you're dancing with me, but your mind is clearly somewhere else." Yu replied, "So much has happened today. How can I focus on this?" Sarah asked, "What do you think happened upstairs?" Yu said, "I was downstairs just like you. How would I know what happened upstairs? Your handsome brother has arrived. Go ask him yourself." Everyone was shocked. "Is this guy still alive?" At that moment, young Master Tao approached Gu Chen and said respectfully, "Sir, if you need anything, just let me know." Gu Chen replied, "I have something to do, so I'll be leaving. You may go now." Muhan asked, "Gu Chen, what important work are you talking about?" Gu Chen smiled and said, "My important work is to dance with you. Is there anything more important than that?" Muhan and Gu Chen then began to dance. As they danced, Muhan was flooded with memories from the past. She thought, being with Gu Chen really feels just like before. Watching them, the Tao Patriarch said, "Now I understand how the Shark Tank gang was destroyed in just one day." Young Master Tao asked, "Dad, are you sure he was the one?" The Patriarch replied, "I can't say 100%, but I'm 99% sure it was him. I don't think there's anyone else this powerful right now." Sarah walked up and said, "Would you like to dance with me?" But Gu Chen ignored her and walked past. Sarah thought, how can someone be this cold? But I like him. I'll definitely win his heart. She then went to Muhan and said, "Sister, my father's birthday is coming soon. I'd like to invite both you and your boyfriend." Muhan asked, "Gu Chen, will you go?" Gu Chen replied, "I don't have any problem with that." Suddenly, a loud explosion echoed and many armed people stormed in. One of them shouted, "We are from the dragon team. Anyone who disobeys us will be killed." Outside, the captain ordered, "Surround this place completely. That bastard Gu Chen must not escape." She then walked up to Gu Chen and said, "Finally, we've caught you." Young Master Tao said angrily, "Dragon team? What are you doing in our house? Our Tao family does not engage in illegal activities." One of the dragon team members replied, "We're not here for you. We're here for someone present here." Tao said coldly, "Then deal with him outside. Don't cause trouble in my house." But the dragon team member suddenly shot Tao and said, "Cooperate, or we won't hesitate to kill anyone." Gu Chen said calmly, "Someone important to me is here. Don't create trouble." The captain replied, "You're quite powerful. Now I understand how you defeated Fengming. Tell me, where is he? He was last seen outside your house. If you don't tell us, we'll kill you." Gu Chen sneered. "In the morning, many stray dogs run around outside my house. Where they go in the evening, I have no idea. Just like your friend, I know nothing about him." The captain said, "We have camera footage. Fengming was clearly seen at your door. 5 minutes later, you came out, but he never did." Gu Chen said coldly, "I don't like repeating myself. If you have real evidence, speak. Otherwise, leave." The captain stepped forward and said, "I thought you'd be fierce, but you're actually quite disappointing." Gu Chen said, "Let Sister Muhan leave first. After that, I'll answer all your questions." The captain ordered, "Escort this lady out safely." Muhan said worriedly, "Gu Chen, they won't harm you, right?" Gu Chen replied, "Just go outside. They can't do anything to me." He sent Muhan away, then suddenly started laughing. The captain frowned. "Why are you laughing?" Gu Chen said, "Because you're too late. You'll never get your friend back." The captain asked sharply, "What do you mean?" At that moment, members of the Tao family stepped forward and said, "We've heard enough nonsense. Whether you're the dragon team or anyone else, you cannot act freely in the Tao family. Everyone, attack!" A fight broke out, and the Tao family started attacking the dragon team. The captain said angrily, "You've made a big mistake. The dragon team will not spare your Tao family." Meanwhile, Gu Chen and Muhan arrived near a bridge. Muhan asked, "Why were the dragon team looking for you?" Gu Chen replied, "Nothing serious. They just had a misunderstanding." He thought, "Looks like the man I killed this morning was one of them." Gu Chen then said, "Muhan, I used to be very weak, but now there's hardly anyone who can stand against me. So stop worrying." Muhan said softly, "I trust you completely, but I still worry about you. No matter what I say, I can't forget the past 4 years. During that time, I realized how important you are to me." At that moment, a man appeared and said jokingly, "Sister, if you're confessing, at least do it with flowers. A confession without flowers is incomplete." But suddenly, it turned into an attack. Just in time, Gu Chen protected Muhan. Gu Chen said coldly, "How dare you attack Muhan?" The man smiled and said, "I've heard a lot about you. You're even more impressive than I expected. Let's see how long you can last against me." He attacked Gu Chen, but Gu Chen easily blocked it. The man was shocked. No one has ever countered my dog technique. How did he block it so easily? Stepping back, the man said, "It's been a long time since I've enjoyed a fight like this. My master was right. You're dangerous." Gu Chen asked, "Who is your master?" The man attacked again and said, "Take my attack first, then I'll tell you." Gu Chen said coldly, "If you value your life, start talking now." He then launched his own attack. The man shouted, "You can't escape my attack." He suddenly bit Gu Chen's hand. Gu Chen said calmly, "After seeing your pathetic technique, I already know who your master is. The way I dragged and killed your master, I'll do the same to you." The man grinned and said, "Killing you will be even more enjoyable." Laughing, Gu Chen said, "Who will die here? Only time will tell." The two of them then charged at each other. Dogman thought, "If it comes to raw strength, this guy is far stronger than me. I'll have to rely on my speed and finish him quickly." But at that moment, Gu Chen used his domain power. He said calmly, "This ends here." Instantly, Dogman's body began to burn. Throwing off his clothes, Dogman shouted, "You think you can burn me to death? It won't be that easy. I'm not stupid enough to die trapped in someone else's domain." Gu Chen replied coldly, "Then who said I was using my domain to kill you? I was just distracting you." With that, he split Dogman's body into 2 pieces. The scene shifted back. The captain was still struggling against the Tao family members. She thought, "This is getting really difficult. At this rate, I'll die here just like the rest of my team." Just then, the dragon team's leader arrived. He said coldly, "You've made a big mistake by killing my people. I won't spare any of you." The patriarch thought, "That's Duan Yun from the royal family. Why is someone of his level here? If he turns against us, the Tao family has no chance of surviving." Duan ordered his team to rise. As soon as he spoke, all the fallen members stood up like zombies. They bowed and said, "Welcome, team leader Duan Yun." One man pointed a gun at Duan Yun and said arrogantly, "Once I kill you, this entire area will be mine. No one will dare speak against me." But Duan Yun released his energy and sent him flying backward. Young Master Tao exclaimed, "This man is at an incredible level." Duan Yun said coldly, "Listen carefully. Anyone who stands against the dragon team will not be spared. Even if thousands rise against us, all of them will be cut down." With that, he slaughtered the Tao family guards. Duan continued, "You dogs of the Tao family, how dare you attack us?" The captain stepped in and said, "Team leader, please spare them." Gu Chen was the one who provoked all of this. Duan narrowed his eyes. "So Gu Chen is here too?" The scene shifted again. Gu Chen looked at Dogman and said, "Tell me, how do you know me?" Dogman replied, "You don't remember me? That's unfortunate. I won't tell you much before I die. Just know this, you are our prey. Whether today or tomorrow, you will fall into our hands." Meanwhile, Duan had already destroyed the entire Tao family building. Calling someone, he said, "Zhuan Feng, I need you to find someone. Get me their location immediately. There's been a thorn stuck in my throat for years. Once I remove it, I'll become the greatest hero of my generation." Zhuan Feng replied, "Don't worry, I'm already working on it." Both Duan and Gu Chen, in their own places, thought the same thing. Whoever is behind all this, we won't spare them. The real hunt begins now. The scene shifted to the Duan family. A man said, "Someone in Lyan City has dared to oppose our Duan family. His name is Gu Chen. Go and eliminate him. We cannot allow anyone in this country to stand against us." The subordinate bowed and said, "Don't worry, boss. Gu Chen won't live to see tomorrow morning." But as soon as he stepped outside, Gu Chen's secretary attacked him. The secretary said, "I already know your plan. You have 2 choices. Start talking about your master's intentions and plans, or die here like a dog." The man thought nervously. "He's much stronger than me. I can't afford to offend him." He said, "I'm a senior member of the Duan family, one of the top 10 royal families. I was sent here for a mission." The secretary replied, "I can already guess what that mission is." The man pleaded, "Now that you know I'm from the Duan family, at least let me go." The secretary laughed and said, "How foolish you are. You're trembling in fear, yet you don't even know that the person you're going to kill is my master. You may belong to a royal family, but the man you're targeting is like a god compared to you." With that, he killed him. Then he ordered, "Jinzhan, take this man's identity and infiltrate the Duan family. Investigate everything and report back." The scene shifted again. Gu Chen dropped Muhan home and was about to leave when one of his subordinates approached him. The servant reported, "Boss, one of our men has infiltrated the Duan family to investigate." Gu Chen said, "We'll soon find out how powerful the Duan family really is. By the way, did you complete the task I assigned?" The servant replied, "Yes, boss. After a full investigation, we found only one person who matches your description. She is Tong Tina, the daughter of the royal family. Gu Chen frowned. A royal family's daughter, working as a manager in Muhan's company? Why are they watching her? What's so special about Muhan? Soon, Gu Chen went to meet Tina. Tina asked politely, "Sir, how can I help you? Do you have an appointment with Madam?" Gu Chen smirked. "Your acting is impressive. Now tell me, where are your guards?" Tina replied, "What are you talking about, sir? I'm just a small manager. Why would I have guards?" Gu Chen said coldly, "Either your guards appear here in 3 seconds, or you die." Immediately, Tina's guards showed up. They said, "We have no grudge against you, nor do we know you. Why are you attacking our young miss?" Gu Chen said calmly, "I was just passing by and thought I'd say hello. But remember this, if you think Muhan is alone, you're making a big mistake. The farther you stay from her, the better it will be for you." Tina frowned and said, "What nonsense are you talking about? I treat Sister Muhan like my own sister. Why would I ever harm her?" Gu Chen said coldly, "I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about your guards' intentions. If I find out again that you're keeping an eye on Muhan, I don't care where I am in the world. I'll come for you and kill you. Your motives don't matter to me. Just stay away from my Muhan." Tina frowned and said, "Uncle, what is he talking about? Did you really keep watch on Sister Muhan?" The guards lowered their heads and replied, "Forgive us, young miss. We thought that woman might become a threat to you, so we kept an eye on her to understand her intentions. We had no bad intentions." Just then, Muhan opened the door and said, "Tina, what's going on? Why are there so many people here?" Gu Chen quickly stepped in and said, "Oh, they're just old friends of mine. I haven't seen them in a long time." Tina wondered, "Why is he helping me?" Muhan said, "Oh, I see." Gu Chen added, "How about we invite Miss Tina to dinner tonight?" Soon, they arrived at a high-end hotel for dinner. Tina thought, "I thought he was rude, but he's actually a very decent person." At that moment, the manager approached them and said politely, "I'm sorry to disturb you, but this room has been reserved by a VIP. You'll have to switch rooms." Gu Chen replied calmly, "Your rules clearly state that once a room is reserved, it cannot be reassigned. So why are you asking us to leave? If someone is forcing you, send them to me. I'll handle it." Just then, a man pushed the manager aside and said arrogantly, "What can you possibly do? Get out of this room and leave the girls here. I'll take care of the rest." Gu Chen smirked. "Looks like you're asking to be beaten." The man threw a glass at him, but Gu Chen easily dodged it, and with just a glance, forced the man down onto his knees. Terrified, the man said, "If you even touch me, you'll regret it." Gu Chen replied coldly, "I don't dirty my hands by touching trash." With that, he slammed the man into the ground. The man shouted angrily, "Let me out, or I'll kill you." Gu Chen said, "Looks like you haven't learned your lesson yet." After taking a few more hits, the man finally broke down and cried, "Please forgive me. I admit I was wrong." Tina thought, "He's handsome, powerful, and completely dominant. I've never seen someone like him before." Gu Chen then picked the man up and threw him out. He said to the others, "Do you all need an invitation to leave? Get out." Frightened, everyone ran away. Just then, their boss arrived and shouted, "Why are you all running? I told you to go into the room." They replied, "Boss Xiaoji, thank God you're here. We were beaten and thrown out by a man inside." Xiaoji frowned. "Who in this city dares to do that to my people? Let's go see." He kicked the door open and entered. "You're the one who threw my men out?" Gu Chen replied calmly, "Are your eyes just for decoration? Want me to throw you out too?" Xiaoji's men shouted, "You don't even know who Boss Xiaoji is. He's the most talented martial artist in the city. One hit from him and your arrogance will disappear." Xiaoji said angrily, "No one has ever spoken to me like this before. You won't survive." But before he could act, Gu Chen caught his attack effortlessly and crushed him with overwhelming power. Muhan quickly said, "Gu Chen, spare him. Let's not ruin our mood over someone like this." Gu Chen threw Xiaoji out and said, "You're lucky Sister Muhan is here. Otherwise, you'd be dead by now." Xiaoji muttered in shock, "This guy is a monster." At that moment, young Master Tao arrived and said, "Xiaoji, who did this to you?" Then Gu Chen walked out and said coldly, "Since when do dogs bark at their master? Dogs that do that need to be punished." Shocked, young Master Tao said, "Gu Chen, what are you doing?" Xiaoji said angrily, "Brother Tao, I don't care who he is. Kill him for me. If you do, I'll help you join the elite fighters team." His subordinates added, "Brother Tao, this is a great opportunity. Your family will become even stronger." Gu Chen said calmly, "Make your choice. Whose side are you on?" Without hesitation, young Master Tao slapped Xiaoji and ordered, "Throw him out! How dare he offend my boss?" Then he bowed and said, "Boss, please forgive us. Because of my useless friends, your dinner was disturbed." Xiaoji shouted angrily. Tao, I won't forget this. After dinner, Gu Chen and the girls stepped outside. Muhan noticed Tina staring at Gu Chen and thought, why is she looking at him like that? She said, it's getting late. We should all head home. Take care, Tina. Tina thought, I really like Gu Chen. I will definitely make him mine. Inside the car, Muhan asked, Gu Chen, what do you think about Tina? He replied casually, there's nothing to think about. Muhan smiled, feeling relieved. Suddenly, they saw someone block Ryan's car. Getting out, Ryan said angrily, Feng, what are you doing? I'll never forgive you for this behavior. Feng said, I just asked you out for dinner. Why are you so angry? You act like you're more expensive than gold. Ryan replied coldly, then why do you keep chasing me? I don't want your attention. I have better things to do. Move your junk car. I need to leave. Feng smirked. Not until you agree. At that moment, Gu Chen kicked the car aside and said, Ryan, you can go now. Feng shouted, who the hell are you? How dare you touch my car? Brother Biao, where are you? Deal with this guy. Biao stepped out and said nervously, Master, run. This man is too powerful. We can't fight him. But before Feng could react, Gu Chen punched him and severely injured him. Gu Chen said coldly, take this as a warning. If I see you anywhere near Ryan again, you won't survive my next attack. Biao said gratefully, thank you so much for sparing our lives. Ryan replied coldly, who asked for your help? Why did you help me? Gu Chen said, if it were just about you, I wouldn't have helped at all. I didn't help Ryan. I helped the daughter of the Jiao family. Seeing Gu Chen and Muhan together, Ryan thought, Mu Feng was Muhan's brother, yet she doesn't blame Gu Chen at all. I've been treating him too harshly. I shouldn't behave like this with him. After returning home, Gu Chen thought, that dog man. I've fought someone like him before. I just can't remember where. Muhan came over and asked, what are you thinking about? I don't think you should be worrying about other things right now. Gu Chen nodded. You're right. And just like that, their system went live. The narrator explained, while Gu Chen was enjoying his life, many people were secretly preparing to kill him. The next day, while Gu Chen was out running, someone began following him. The man thought, where did he go? He disappeared all of a sudden. Suddenly, Gu Chen grabbed him by the throat and said, who are you? Who sent you? The man panicked and said, please let me go. I'm not here to harm you. Gu Chen frowned. You're just an ordinary person. Why are you following me? The boy said, I was a worker at the Tao family banquet. I saw your power there. From that moment, you became my idol. I want to become your disciple. Please teach me. I'll do anything you ask. Gu Chen replied coldly, I don't have time for such nonsense. The boy insisted, at least give me a chance to prove myself. Don't I deserve even one chance? At that moment, Gu Chen saw a reflection of Mu Feng in the boy. He said, if you can break this seal, I'll give you a chance. The boy punched the seal, but nothing happened. Gu Chen explained, the harder you hit it, the stronger it becomes. To break it, you'll have to endure immense pain. The boy stood up and said, I hate pain, but I hate giving up even more. If I want to become as strong as you, I have to go through it. As he kept punching, his hand broke. Gu Chen said, it's useless. You won't break it. But the boy replied while attacking again, only one bone is broken. I still have many left. He kept going despite the pain. Gu Chen said, give up. Half your bones are already broken. The boy shouted, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. If I miss it, my life will be meaningless. With that, he smashed the seal with his head and finally broke it. Gu Chen smiled slightly. I like your determination. You've passed the test. The scene shifted again. Xiaoji's elder brother said to Tao, I must say, you're a loyal dog. You're willing to get beaten but won't reveal your master's identity. Call your master here or I'll kill you. Then he made a call and said, Gu Chen, come to Tianan Hotel immediately. If you're late, you'll lose your loyal dog forever. Meanwhile, the boy's body fully healed, and Gu Chen transferred a martial technique into him. He said, this technique will strengthen your limbs. Your heart is already strong. Once your body catches up, no one will be able to stop you. The boy bowed and said, thank you, master. Gu Chen replied, practice it well. We'll meet again soon. Elsewhere, Xiaoji said angrily, Tao, you shouldn't have gone against me. Look at you now, kneeling because of that Gu Chen. His elder brother said, I'm bored. Let's play a game. You two are Tao's guards, right? I'll have my guard suppress his strength to your level and fight with one hand. If you win, I'll spare you. If not, you'll die like dogs. Tao stepped forward and said, this has nothing to do with them. If you want to fight, fight me. The elder brother laughed. Where does your confidence come from? Is it because your master is strong? Before he gets here, I'll crush you. He began attacking Tao relentlessly. Tao said, breaking my defense won't be easy. But the elder brother shattered his defense effortlessly. he sneered. In front of me, you're nothing but an insect. At that moment, Gu Chen arrived and completely destroys Big Brother. He said coldly, hearing dogs talk about absolute power is really unpleasant. Tao immediately knelt and said, please forgive me. I've tarnished your name as your subordinate. Gu Chen replied, I like your loyalty. He then infused Tao with his flame power and said, now you've reached a new level. Go show them that even one of my guards is far stronger than their men. Tao said, it would be my honor. Then Gu Chen recalled his flames and revived the elder brother. Everyone was shocked. How is this possible? He brought a dead man back to life. The big brother thought, I was sure I had turned to ashes. How am I alive? This man is terrifying. He must have used some legendary technique. Tao stepped forward and said coldly, my master brought you back to life for one reason, so I can kill you with my own hands. The elder brother said, then let's make a bet. If I win, you and your master will leave this city forever. Gu Chen replied calmly, fine, I agree. But if Tao wins, you'll have to destroy your cultivation forever and I'll do it myself. Laughing, the elder brother said, if I lose, do whatever you want. That trash Tao can't do anything to me. I can end this fight with a single move. Tao thought to himself, master has trusted me so much. I can't betray that trust. As he attacked, the elder brother said arrogantly, I'm at the Jincheng realm. Anyone below my level can't even stand in front of me for 2 seconds. I admit Gu Chen is powerful, and I can't defeat him, but that doesn't mean someone like Tao can stand against me. Today, because of you, Gu Chen will suffer humiliation. But suddenly, Tao grabbed his arm and landed a powerful punch, slamming him into the ground. Shocked, Xiaoji said, since when did Tao become this strong? Tao said respectfully, my lord, I did exactly as you instructed. I don't think he'll be able to stand up after that punch. Gu Chen said, it's time to fulfill our bet. I'll attack you just once. Let's see if you can survive it. The elder brother replied, there's no way I can survive such an attack. Gu Chen struck him, sending him flying outside. Gu Chen then asked, what should we do with the other two? Tao replied, don't worry, I'll handle them. Gu Chen said, throw all 3 of them out of the city. I don't want to see them here again. Tao hesitated, but lord, all 3 belong to powerful families. None of them are weaker than the Tao family. This will be difficult. Gu Chen replied, I'll send one of my men to assist you. From now on, everything their families own belongs to the Tao family. No one will dare refuse my command. Tao bowed. Thank you for such a great reward. He thought, all the major families are gone? From today onward, the Tao family will be the most powerful in this city. The scene shifted. Outside Muhan's company building, several people had already beaten the guards unconscious. The receptionist asked nervously, sir, what do you need? One of the men said, go call your president, Muhan, immediately. Otherwise, you can't even imagine what we'll do to you. The receptionist ran to call her. An old man said, Hallmaster Lu was my junior brother and his son was my direct disciple. Both were killed. Today, I'll kill Muhan to avenge them. Just then, Gu Chen arrived and said coldly, why are all these dogs gathered outside my building? The old man frowned. Watch your words, we belong to the Zhuan sect. If you leave now without looking back, we might spare you. Gu Chen replied, you're the ones who should be running, not me. What can you possibly do to me? The old man stepped forward and said, arrogance blinds people and leads them to their own destruction. The others whispered, Elder Lyan is using a powerful move. This kid won't survive. But in an instant, Gu Chen slapped Lyan aside, sending him flying. The elders were shocked. What just happened? Lyan stood up and said, so it was you who killed my junior brother and disciple. Good, you saved me the trouble of finding you. He unleashed his strongest attack, Blazing Palm. The crowd said, Elder Lyan is at the peak of Jincheng realm. This attack is deadly. No one survives it. Gu Chen said casually, you call every attack powerful. This one feels like nothing to me. Lyan said, at your age, reaching this level means you're a prodigy. It's a pity you provoked us. You could have had a great future. Gu Chen smirked. Those outdated lines should have disappeared long ago. Lyan roared angrily and attacked again. A massive explosion followed as their attacks collided. Laughing, Lyan said, I've won. I've avenged my people. But then he saw Gu Chen's flames still burning in the air. Using his Amaterasu, Gu Chen destroyed him completely within moments. Gu Chen said coldly, this sect is pathetically weak. Just then, Muhan arrived and asked anxiously, the receptionist told me some dangerous people came here. Gu Chen, is everything okay? Gu Chen replied calmly, the problem was dealt with before it even began. Blushing, Muhan said, every time you come to see me, you end up getting into trouble. Thank you for saving me every time, Gu Chen. By the way, I wanted to ask you something. Today is my class reunion. Will you come with me? Before Gu Chen could answer, his phone rang. He said, "Wait a second, I'll take this call." Picking up, he said, "Yes, Zhang, what's the matter?" Zhang replied, "Boss, did people from the Zhuan sect attack you? They're outside Sister Muhan's building." Gu Chen said, "Your intelligence team needs to work harder. I already took care of them." Zhang then explained, "This was all planned by Duan Yun, the captain of the dragon team. He provoked the Zhuan sect to go after you." Gu Chen frowned. "Duan Yun? Who is he? And what did he do to make everyone target me?" Zhang said, "He's a member of the royal Duan family. He spread a rumor that an elder of the Zhuan sect possessed a great treasure. He knew you would kill him easily. Now everyone believes that treasure is in your hands, so the entire martial world has turned against you. You need to be very careful, boss. Any martial artist in Tianlan City could attack you at any time." Gu Chen smirked. "This Duan Yun sounds interesting. When I meet him, I'll deal with him properly." Zhang warned, "Boss, today's attack was just the beginning. Things will escalate. I've also heard that many martial artists are planning to attack you at Muhan's class reunion. That bastard Duan Yun has been planning this for a long time." Gu Chen ended the call and said, "Sorry, Muhan, that was an important call. What were you saying?" Muhan repeated, "Will you come to my class reunion with me?" Gu Chen smiled, "I'd be happy to." Happily, Muhan said, "Great, I'll go get ready. I'll be back in 5 minutes." Gu Chen thought to himself, "Muhan, today's party is going to be very interesting. First, you'll stun everyone with your beauty, and then I'll eliminate all of them. This will be a night the entire city remembers." The scene shifted to the Dragon Team headquarters. The guards reported, "Boss, all the martial artists in the city are ready to attack Gu Chen. The assault will be so intense that his survival will be impossible." Duan Yun smiled. "I've been setting this trap for a long time. Now I don't even need to do anything. Gu Chen will die." He thought, "Gu Chen, you made a huge mistake by opposing me. You may be powerful, but how many people can you fight alone? When thousands stand against you, you won't stand a chance." Meanwhile, many martial artists were heading toward the class reunion. They discussed among themselves, "What kind of treasure does that bastard Gu Chen have? Recently, his name has become very famous. Could it be that he became this powerful because of that treasure? Whatever it is, today that treasure will be ours." The scene shifted to the hotel. People were excited, saying, "Today's reunion was organized by our class monitor. She has become very beautiful, and I've heard she's also very rich now." Soon, a luxury car arrived. Everyone was shocked. "What an amazing car. Whoever owns it must be incredibly wealthy." From the car stepped out the class monitor, Dujia. Everyone said excitedly, "She looks stunning. Coming to this party was totally worth it. Even shaking hands with her would make our day." Then another man stepped out, Lian Zhang. He said, "Nice to meet you all. I'm Dujia's boyfriend, Lian Zhang." The boys were disappointed. "He's so handsome. We don't stand a chance now." The girls whispered, "Dujia is really lucky to have such a handsome boyfriend." Lian Zhang thought, "Where is Muhan? If she doesn't come, all this effort will be pointless." He asked, "Jia, why hasn't your classmate Muhan arrived yet? You didn't forget to invite her, right?" Dujia replied, "She should be here soon. I personally invited her." Lian Zhang said coldly, "You know what I'm planning. Don't try to stop me later." Dujia nodded, "Don't worry." Just then, another car arrived. People mocked, "What a cheap car. Who came in that?" Muhan stepped out and said, "Nice to see everyone. Sorry, I'm late because of traffic." Everyone was stunned. "She's even more beautiful than the class monitor." Lian Zhang thought, "She's even more beautiful than I heard. This will be fun." Muhan said, "Gu Chen, meet them. They're all my classmates." Lian Zhang thought coldly, "Gu Chen, so you finally showed up. You killed my father and took his treasure. Today I'll kill you and take my revenge." Lian Zhang stepped forward and said, "You really made me wait for a long time. But I'm glad you showed up in the end." He then muttered to himself, "Don't worry, Dad. I'll avenge you soon. And after that, I won't spare this girl either." Saying this, he launched a sneak attack at Gu Chen. Gu Chen said coldly, "At least bring something new. The same old sneak attacks every time. You were born just to die here." With just a single slap, he sent Lian Zhang flying backward. Gu Chen said, "Supreme Sword, finish him. I don't want to waste any more time on him." The Supreme Sword instantly destroyed Lian Zhang's cultivation. Enraged, Lian Zhang shouted, "How dare you destroy my cultivation?" Dujia rushed forward and asked, "Brother Liang, are you okay?" Lian Zhang replied, "I'm fine. Just wait here. I'll bring my master. Once he arrives, he'll wipe out your entire family." But suddenly, he felt something burning inside his body. Gu Chen said coldly, "Do you think I'm your servant? giving you chances again and again? Your life ends here." With that, Gu Chen stepped forward. Then he said loudly, "Everyone hiding here, come out. I'm not here to waste time." Muhan frowned and said, "Gu Chen, what nonsense are you talking about? This is my reunion. No one will fight here." But suddenly the doors shut, and many people began stepping forward. One of them said, "I'm a member of the Elite Legion team. Hand over the treasure, Gu Chen, and I promise to spare your life." Another said, "I belong to the Dark Society. Give me the treasure, and I'll ensure you leave here safely." Everyone was shocked. They're from powerful organizations. The Elite Legion is a top fighter group, and the Dark Society is second only to the Illuminati. Gu Chen said calmly, "There are still others hiding here who are even more important than you. Let them come out first, then I'll begin." At that moment, another man stepped forward and said, "I must admit, your senses are impressive. Now I understand how you killed Elder Liang so easily. Hand over the treasure, or I won't spare you." The pressure from his aura forced everyone to their knees. They couldn't even move. Gu Chen said coldly, "You're really eager to die. Fine, accept my gift, the flower of death." The man laughed. "Do you really think your flower can harm me?" But in the next moment, he was burned to ashes. Everyone was shocked. The man whose pressure alone immobilized us. Gu Chen killed him in a single attack. Gu Chen said, "Now tell me, those who claimed they could protect me, do you still believe that?" With that, he burned the entire hotel and disappeared. The next day, shocking news spread across the city. All the top martial artists had gathered at the hotel to kill Gu Chen and seize his treasure. But every single one of them was killed. Even masters from the underworld were present. Yet Gu Chen wiped them all out effortlessly. People said, it wasn't even a fight. It was like chickens being slaughtered. The narrator explained that nearly 500 fighters had gathered to attack Gu Chen, but he destroyed them all with just a flick of his finger, as if they had never existed. Because of this, Gu Chen earned a new title, the Great Killer, a name feared across the martial world and the underworld alike. Reading the news, Duan Yun said, "I knew this would happen. Everything went exactly as I planned. Gu Chen's reputation is ruined. Now everyone believes he possesses a great treasure. Since he's become the villain, a hero must rise to defeat him. And that hero will be me. But he killed 500 powerful fighters. Can I really defeat him?" After a moment, he reassured himself, "For the sake of his beautiful girlfriend, I'll do whatever it takes." Just then, the dragon team arrived. Duan Yun said, "Spread the news. I will challenge the Great Killer to a duel in 2 days." His subordinates replied, "By tomorrow, the entire city will be talking about it." Duan smirked. "Right now, the whole city is in shock. No one knows who can stop Gu Chen, but when my name appears, they'll see me as the hero. I'll use Gu Chen to strengthen my influence in this city." Meanwhile, at Muhan's house, she had prepared a meal for Gu Chen. As they were eating, Gu Chen received a call from his secretary. Gu Chen said, "What happened? Why are you calling now?" The secretary replied, "Boss, your plan was successful. You've earned the title the Great Killer, and you've already reached the top 20 on the golden list. Duan Yun has also announced that he will challenge you to a fight in 2 days." Gu Chen smirked. He must be very happy right now, thinking I've fallen into his trap like a fool. The secretary replied, "But that idiot doesn't realize that he's the one who's actually trapped." Gu Chen said calmly, "No problem. If he's so eager to die, I'll fulfill his wish. I'm hanging up. I'm with Muhan right now." Just then, Gu Chen noticed 2 men standing outside the house. They said, "We belong to the Xuan Alliance. Great Killer, if you don't want any trouble here, then come with us quietly. We're very interested in that treasure of yours, the one for which you killed thousands." Gu Chen replied calmly, "And what if I refuse? Who do you think you are, ordering me around?" Activating their power, the men said, "If you won't come willingly, then we'll have to use force." At that moment, Muhan called out, "Gu Chen, what are you doing standing there? Aren't you hungry?" Gu Chen said lightly, "There are 2 frogs croaking outside. Watching them is quite amusing." Enraged, the men shouted, "How dare you call us frogs? Today we'll cut off your limbs and hang you from that tree." Gu Chen sighed, "I just want some peace, but idiots like you keep coming to die at my hands. I really don't understand what pleasure you get from it." With that, he killed them instantly. Muhan asked curiously, "Were those frogs really that funny?" Gu Chen smiled. "They're gone now. Let's eat. You shouldn't keep such a beautiful lady's cooking waiting." Muhan laughed. "You're really good with words. By the way, in 2 days, Sarah's father is celebrating his 50th birthday. She's a very close friend of mine. Will you come with me to the party?" Gu Chen replied, "Of course, don't worry. I'll go with you." But in his mind, he thought, I just hope the Yu family isn't involved in all this. Otherwise, Muhan might end up losing a friend for nothing. The scene shifts to the Duan sect. Duan Yun had sent a letter to the sect leader, stating that Master Liang and his men were killed by a man named Gu Chen. He also claimed that Gu Chen was now roaming the city, killing people, and had taken Master Liang's treasure. I hope you will avenge your elder's death. A bald elder said, Elder Lyan was like a brother to me. Before leaving, he told me he was going to avenge his disciple, but it seems he was killed as well and his treasure was taken. The sect master said, This is a grave matter. Elder Tang, it seems you know quite a bit about this situation. I'll give you the chance to avenge Lyan. Just remember, we must retrieve our treasure. Tang replied confidently, Don't worry, it will be done. The scene shifts again to the Yu family. Mr. Yu was welcoming guests to his party. He asked his daughter, Yu Sara, where are you going? She replied, My best friend is about to arrive. I'm going to receive her. Everyone was shocked. Who could this person be that Miss Sara herself is going to greet them? They must be someone very important. Soon, Gu Chen and Muhan arrived. Sara happily said, Sister Muhan, you're finally here. Welcome, and welcome to your handsome companion as well. Muhan smiled. We're glad to be here. The guests whispered among themselves. So she was waiting for Muhan? She's even more beautiful than the class monitor. But her boyfriend, honestly, we're better than him. Even if we're not as handsome, at least we have money. Sarah said, Come with me. I'll introduce you to my father. At that moment, Chen Qing's sister, Chang'an, spoke angrily. Sarah, why did you invite this man? Don't you know he injured my brother at the Tao family's party? By bringing him here, you're insulting the Cheng family. Sarah snapped back. This is the Yu family's house. Your rules don't apply here. If you have a problem with my guest, the door is open. You can leave. Then Yu Qin stepped forward and said, Sarah, how can you speak like that to your elders? Chang'an is your sister-in-law. You should show some respect. And she's not wrong. There's no place in this party for someone who caused trouble for her. Sarah retorted, Your girlfriend is the one causing trouble. My guest came peacefully and hasn't done anything. Meanwhile, Gu Chen thought, I've already noticed everyone here who came to kill me. At least Muhan's friend isn't bad. Just then, Sarah's father stepped forward and said, What's going on? You're ruining the party. The second uncle added, If anyone dares to ruin my brother's party, it won't end well for them. Chang'an turned to Yu Qin and pleaded, Do something. No one is listening to me. If you kill this bastard Gu Chen, I promise I'll do anything you say. I won't refuse you. Yu Qin stepped forward and said, Patriarch, this man has offended my girlfriend. Please punish him, or this won't end well. Sarah's father looked at Gu Chen and asked, Young man, is what they're saying true? Gu Chen replied calmly, If you value your life, stay out of this matter. Go inside and hide, otherwise you'll definitely die. Everyone was shocked. Who is this man, speaking so arrogantly to the head of the Yu family? The second uncle thought nervously, Has he already figured out my plan? At that moment, in the distance, a sniper was aiming at the family head. The assassin muttered, This is the perfect chance. He pulled the trigger. The family head thought, There's no time to dodge. I should have listened to that young man. But in the next instant, Gu Chen stepped forward, caught the bullet between his fingers, and flicked it back like a sniper shot. The bullet pierced straight through the sniper. Sarah thought excitedly, He saved my father. He's just like a hero. The family patriarch said gratefully, Young man, thank you for saving my life. Gu Chen replied calmly, The danger isn't over yet, so don't celebrate too soon. The man standing beside you wants to kill you. Be careful. The patriarch asked, What do you mean? Gu Chen said, You're smart enough to understand. Forget the party. Go and deal with your family matters first. Otherwise, you might not live to see tomorrow's sunrise. Sarah said gratefully, Brother Gu Chen, thank you so much. If you hadn't been here, who knows what would have happened to us? Gu Chen replied calmly, There's no need to thank me. Your family survived only because you are Muhan's true friend. Sarah thought to herself, I've never met someone this strong before. I wish he would look at me, even just once. Muhan said worriedly, What is wrong with you? Wherever there's danger, you rush straight into it. Don't you care about your life at all? Gu Chen smiled. When I have such a lovely girlfriend to care about me, why should I worry? I only came here to see whether your friend is a good person or not. And now I can say, she truly is. As for the action, it's just about to begin. Muhan asked, What do you mean? At that moment, an arrow shot toward Gu Chen, but he casually caught and snapped it with his hand. Two men stepped out and said, We are the evil brothers. Today, we won't let you leave alive. Gu Chen smirked. Catch me first, then talk about killing me. With that, he threw the broken arrow back like a skilled archer, killing one of them instantly. The other shouted in shock, "What have you done? You killed our brother." Gu Chen replied coldly, "No need to shout, you'll be joining him soon." Then he raised his voice and said, "Everyone hiding here, come out. I don't have time to deal with you one by one. I'll finish all of you together." The evil brothers were stunned. "Are there others here besides us? That's impossible." At that moment, members of the Juan sect stepped forward. Elder Tang said, "Impressive, you actually found us. I am Elder Tang of the Juan sect. I've come to avenge my brother. And I'm not alone. Elite Legion and Dark Society is here as well." The evil brothers trembled, thinking, "Who is this guy? So many powerful people have come just to kill him." Gu Chen said, "The one who called you all must be that bastard Duan Yun, right?" Tang replied, "Yes, he called us. But once we learned that you killed our elder, we couldn't hold back." Muhan said anxiously, "Gu Chen, there are too many people here. How can you fight all of them? Let's leave." Gu Chen said casually, "Baldy, wait a second. I'll come and slap that shiny head of yours soon." Then he turned to Muhan and said gently, "It's not safe for you to stay here. Go home and rest. I'll be back in just 5 minutes." Tears in her eyes, Muhan said, "Take care of yourself." Gu Chen smiled. "They're not strong enough for you to waste tears over. I won't even break a sweat dealing with them." He then thought, "Go home and rest. Tomorrow is my fight with Duan Yun. After that, everything will be settled." At that moment, all the fighters charged at Gu Chen together. Gu Chen said, "Finally, some smart people decided to attack together. This actually makes things easier for me." On the other side, Muhan thought, "I can't just leave him alone. I'm really worried about him." She turned her car around, but suddenly someone blocked her path. "Who are you? Why are you standing in front of my car?" The man replied, "CEO Muhan, nice to meet you. I'm Duan Yun, and I'm here to take you. You don't understand. If you're in our hands, that Gu Chen will behave like a dog in front of us. That's why you're very important to us." With that, he kidnapped Muhan. Meanwhile, Gu Chen had already eliminated all his enemies. Just then, a letter flew toward him. It read, "Muhan is in my custody. In tomorrow's public fight, you will lose to me on purpose. If you do, I promise I won't harm her." Gu Chen's expression turned cold. "You've crossed the line, the one you should never have crossed. Now no one can save you, Duan Yun." The scene shifts to the fight location. All the powerful figures of the city had gathered. Duan Yun declared, "That bastard, the great killer, has murdered many innocent people in our city. I promise I will avenge them all." As he stepped forward, people gasped seeing him walk on water. "Amazing. Only someone in the Jincheng realm can do that," Surui said. "He's truly impressive. Reaching rank 20 on the golden ranking at such a young age is no small feat." Duan Jihui added, "I defeated him before, but now he seems even stronger." Another person said, "If Duan Yun is here, we won't get a chance to fight. I thought we'd get to kill the great killer ourselves." Nober 24 replied, "Don't be so sure. This is a death match. No one knows who will win." Nearby, the president of the Elite Legion team said, "It doesn't matter whether the great killer wins or loses. He killed too many of our people. We cannot let him live." A cloaked girl murmured, "Great killer, I came here to see who you really are. Someone who rose to fame so quickly must be interesting." Duan Yun shouted, "Gu Chen, I know you're hiding here. Come out." At that moment, Gu Chen stepped forward. People tried to stop him. "Kid, where are you going?" Duan Yun called for the great killer. "Not you. If you go forward, you'll die." Gu Chen replied calmly, "He's calling me, because I am the great killer." He looked at Duan Yun and said coldly, "Why are you looking around? Look here. Your death is standing right in front of you." The Dragon Team vice captain was shocked. "Is he really the great killer?" Duan Yun smirked. "So you finally showed up? Do you know how many nights I spent planning for this day? You're lucky. You'll die at the hands of a royal family member." Gu Chen said coldly, "Enough nonsense. Tell me, where is Muhan?" Duan Yun replied, "She's exactly where she was yesterday. Just keep taking my attacks, and I promise she won't even get a scratch." Gu Chen said, "Then let me make you a promise too. Release Muhan and I'll spare your life. I know you're using me to build your reputation, but you chose the wrong opponent." Everyone was shocked and said, "What is the great killer talking about? Did Duan Yun really use him to build his own reputation?" Before this, no one even knew his name. Stepping forward, Duan Yun said angrily, "Don't expose me. You're going to die here anyway. It would be too troublesome for me to explain everything to these people." The crowd murmured, "Duan Yun is using extremely powerful techniques right from the start. This proves he truly deserves to be the captain of the Dragon Team. In the entire city, you won't even find 10 people capable of such an attack." Then Duan Yun's attack struck Gu Chen. Duan Yun smirked. My attack was so fast that he didn't even get a chance to react. Normally, even Jincheng realm cultivators wouldn't be able to withstand such power. But since he's strong, he's probably just injured. However, as the water cleared, everyone saw Gu Chen standing completely unharmed. Gu Chen said calmly, "Stop using useless attacks. Show me your strongest move. At least then you won't regret dying without using your full strength." The crowd whispered among themselves, "That was an incredibly powerful attack, and he took it without even taking his hands out of his pockets. Not even a scratch on his body. This guy is a monster." At that moment, Gu Chen's phone rang. People said in disbelief, "No way. He wouldn't dare answer a call in the middle of a fight." But Gu Chen casually picked up the phone. Others murmured, "Now we understand. The great killer doesn't even consider Duan Yun a worthy opponent. That's why he's acting so casually." Whether Duan Yun wins or loses, this humiliation will be remembered by the entire city. Enraged, Duan Yun shouted, "Before I kill you, I'll break your arrogance. How can someone be this arrogant?" With that, he launched his strongest attack at Gu Chen. Rank 24 said, "He's become much stronger than before. With this level of power, he could easily defeat even someone ranked 20. Another person added, "He has already reached the peak of the Jincheng realm. His progress is truly terrifying." Meanwhile, on the call, the secretary informed Gu Chen, "Boss, we found Miss Muhan. She's completely safe. You can proceed now." Gu Chen replied, "Take good care of her. I'll deal with this bastard and be back." With a simple motion of his hand, he destroyed the incoming attack. The crowd exclaimed, "Duan Yun might be powerful, but this guy is a monster. There's no comparison between them." Even Duan Yun muttered in shock, "Impossible. He destroyed my strongest attack like it was nothing." Gu Chen said coldly, "You've learned enough. Now it's time for you to die." Seeing Gu Chen's attack, Duan Yun immediately tried to run. Gu Chen said, "Running won't help." He first struck Duan Yun's legs, then his chest, leaving him half dead. Just as Gu Chen was about to deliver the final blow, another master suddenly intervened. That man said, "I won't let Duan Yun die yet. He's still useful to me. We'll meet again, Lord of Darkness." Gu Chen frowned slightly. That bastard was fast. He then thought, "Everyone present here wants me dead. I won't get another chance like this. Today I'll eliminate all of them at once and end Muhan's troubles forever." The crowd shouted angrily, "Who do you think you are? Do you think we're insects that you can crush anytime?" They all attacked him together. Gu Chen said coldly, "To be honest, you are nothing more than insects to me. I'll burn all of you in the flames of my anger." With that, he unleashed Amaterasu and burned everyone to ashes. Afterward, Gu Chen said, "Now there's no one left in this city who can threaten Sister Muhan." At that moment, a girl appeared and said, "Gu Chen, we finally meet." Mu Feng's death wasn't as simple as it seemed. Many of our own people were involved. He didn't die by accident, he was deliberately killed. Will you help me take revenge for our friend, Lord of Darkness? So guys, this is where Season 1 ends. As soon as Season 2 comes out, I'll bring you the next episodes. Until then, thank you for watching and stay tuned.